Hello everybody, hope you all are safe and fine. So today we are starting with lesson 9, that is reproduction in animals. So what all things are we going to do in this chapter is, first of all, introduction about reproduction, then the methods of reproduction. In this we will study about sexual and asexual, then types of fertilization, then the sexual reproduction in animals, male reproductive system, female reproductive system, fertilization and development of embryo, oviparous and viviparous animals, metamorphosis in frog, asexual reproduction, and in this asexual reproduction we will study about the binary fission and budding, that is in amoeba and in hydra. So let us start with the topics. So the first topic that we are going to study is reproduction. And what is reproduction? The reproduction of new organism from the existing organism of the same species is known as reproduction. It is essential for the survival of the species on this earth. Reproduction by human beings ensures that the human species will continue to exist on this earth for all the time to come. Reproduction gives rise to more organisms with the same basic characteristics as their parents. The newly born animal is called the young ones. Now we have the methods of reproduction. Now see, we have the two methods of reproduction. They are asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction, the production of a new organism from a single parent without the involvement of sex cells or gametes or sperms, is called the sexual reproduction. For example, the binary fission in amoeba. When we know about the sexual reproduction, the production of a new organism from two parents by making use of their sex cell or gametes is called sexual reproduction. For example, human beings, fishes and frogs. Now, before we come to in details of reproduction, we should know what is fertilization and types of fertilization. So, the fusion of a male gamete with a female gamete to form a zygote during sexual reproduction is called fertilization. Zygote is actually a fertilized egg. It is of two types. There are internal and external. If we study about the differences between the two, internal fertilization, the sperm is deposited near female reproductive tract and fertilization occurs within this tract. While in the external, the female releases eggs into the environment and the male fertilizes them externally. When we come to the internal, there are few zygotes produced, and in the external there are many zygotes produced. In the internal, the more protection for the developing embryo is given, while in the another one there is less protection for the developing embryo. So these are the different types of fertilization. Now we come to the detailed study of sexual reproduction in animals. The whole process of sexual reproduction in animals involves the formation of sperms and eggs, joining together of sperms and egg to form a fertilized egg, and growth and development to form a baby animal is known as sexual reproduction in animal. The male parents produce male gametes called sperms. The female parents produce female gametes called the ova. The sperms enter into the egg. The nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the egg cell to form a new cell called the zygote. The nucleus of the zygote, which is divided repeatedly to form a hollow ball of hundreds of cells, which is now called the embryo. Then embryo grows and develops into a fetus. Then the fetus grows and develops into a new baby animal. So this is about the sexual reproduction. Now we will study about the reproductive systems. So the first is the male reproductive system. So the important organs in the reproductive system are testis, scrotal sac, epididymis, sperm duct, seminal vesicle and the penis. The testes are the real reproductive organ in male. Testes make the male gametes called the sperms, and testis passes the sperms from the male body to the female body, that causes the fusion. In the diagram, we can see in the male reproductive system, if you see the diagram, we can see there is a seminal vesicle, there is a prostate gland, epididymis, testis, and the outgrowth we can see a penis. So the sperms are produced in the testis and they are transferred into the female body using the penis. Okay. Now next we come to the female reproductive organs. The female reproductive system consists of the following. First are the ovary, then the oviduct, then the uterus and the vagina. Ovaries are the real reproductive organs in the female. Ovaries make the female gametes called the eggs. In human beings, one mature egg is released into the oviduct every month, one by one of the ovaries. The fertilization of egg by a sperm takes place in the oviduct. Now we can see in the diagram of the female reproductive system that there is a fallopian tube which is also known as the oviduct. There are two ovaries shown. Each ovary releases the egg which is taken up by the fallopian tube. From the fallopian tube, here in the fallopian tube, the fertilization occurs and then it comes into the uterus. After the embryo is formed, it comes in the uterus. In case the fertilization is not occurring, then the egg is released through the vaginal opening which we can see below. So this is about the two types of reproductive organs which we have studied, that is male and the female. Now next we have is about the embryo and the zygote. So first of all we will study about the zygote. The zygote is always synthesized from the union of two gametes and constitutes the first stage of a unique organism's development. Zygote usually produced by a fertilization event between two haploid cells, ovum and the sperm, which combine to form a single diploid cell. Okay. Such zygote contain DNA derived from both the parents, and this provides all the genetic information necessary to form a new individual. When we study about the embryo, fertilization results in the formation of zygote, which begins to develop into the embryo. The zygote divides repeatedly to give rise to a balls of cells. The cells then begin to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs of the body. This developing structure is termed as an embryo. The embryo gets embedded in the walls of the uterus for its development. So this is about the fertilization. And if we study about the fertilization in human beings, fertilization involves the fusion of male and the female gamete. The male and the female gamete are released from the male and the female reproductive organs. Sperms are released from the male organ, and that is the penis. They enter into the female body through the vagina. Then they travel through the fallopian tube where they meet the egg. And this process takes place in the fallopian tube. Okay. So after this process, then the zygote will be formed and which will develop into the new embryo, and then embryo will develop into a new individual. Now the next topic that we have to study, this was all about the sexual reproduction. The next topic which we have to study is the asexual reproduction. Before this, there are two types of different kinds of animals that we need to know. That is the viviparous and oviparous animals. Okay. So now the viviparous and oviparous animals are what? Some animals, they give birth to young ones, while some animals lay eggs which later develop into the young ones. The animals which give birth to the young ones are called viviparous animals, and those animals which lay eggs are called the oviparous animals. Then there is a different kind of method of reproduction in the frog and the development of the frog. That process which we have to study is known as the metamorphosis. So if we study about the metamorphosis, it is a biological process by which an animal physically develops after birth or hatching, involving a conspicuous and relatively abrupt change in the animal's body structure through cell growth and differentiation. So in the cycle which is shown, we can see that from the eggs there develops a tadpole, and from the tadpole there is an early frog and then the adult frog. So this is the cycle of metamorphosis in a frog. Next topic that we have to study after sexual reproduction is the asexual reproduction. Now asexual reproduction is again of two types which we have to study, that is budding and the binary fission. Now what is asexual reproduction? This type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved is called asexual reproduction. These are of two types, budding and binary fission. So in detail we are going to see this budding and the binary fission. First is the budding. Budding involves the formation of a new individual from the bulges known as buds formed on a parent body. This method of reproduction is common in Hydra. In Hydra, the cells divide rapidly at a specific site and develop as an outgrowth called the bud. These buds, while being attached to the parent plant, develop into smaller individuals. When these individuals become mature enough, they detach from the parent's body and become independent individuals. Fine. When we come to the binary fission is generally seen in the amoeba. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which a single cell divides into two halves. Organisms that reproduce through binary fission are bacteria and amoeba. In amoeba, the division of cells can take place in any plane. It involves the division of its nucleus into two nuclei, which is followed by the division of its body into two halves. Each half of the body receives the nuclei which was divided. And the two halves of the body which is formed are known as the daughter nuclei. As we can see, there's a dividing nuclei and then there are the two daughter amoebae which is formed. So this is about the reproduction in animals. So what all things have we studied? We have studied about what is sexual reproduction and what is asexual reproduction. The reproductive organs in animals, that is in the human beings actually, male and the female, how the fertilization takes place and how the zygote develops into the embryo. Then we have seen the oviparous and the viviparous animals, and we have seen about the asexual reproduction, that is budding and the binary fission. The question answers and worksheets are given in the description box. You can complete your work, and next we will be meeting with the next chapter, that will be from physics now. Okay, till then, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.